So you're asking yourself, what on earth is Steve doing with a 10-foot pole? Well, right after this, I'm going to show you how using one of these can identify and fix some of the most common swing errors in your golf swing. Stay tuned. So Mike Austin always used to say that the golf swing, or the shoulders and the torso, is like a wheel on an axle. So of course, you can be turning that wheel on a lot of different axes, but only a few of them are going to give you the best performance that you're looking for. So if we were to demonstrate, for example, try to put this thing equal on either side and take a bow down to the ball, you can feel the correct tilt and turn of the shoulders just by using this. And then now, look, I'm going and I'm touching that rubber tee right there, right where the ball would be. So you could say that my hips and my shoulders and my spine are all in line with the golf ball. You can see that there is a blend or a balance of tilt and turn. My hips are tilted, my shoulders are tilted, and now I just have to reverse this and put the other end of the stick on it. I have it the right proportion, just like that. And we're really looking good. This also might illustrate for you how far through you rotate at the moment of impact. So if you're having a hard time feeling enough rotation, well, if I'm going to get this arm, and I'll put this arm right on the back of the pole so you can see what I'm talking about, that would be impact to a good golfer there if you had the left arm off the club. And look how far around I've gone. You can really see a lot of my back here. But again, the shoulders and the hips have a blend of tilt and turn that bring this wheel beautifully around the correct axis. Now, so that's what you'd want to do. Now, for those of you out there, you have some common swing errors. Let's look at a couple of the most common ones. What if you were over the top? Let's say you had a swing that looked like this, too flat going back. Already diagnosed. See that? Never comes down to the wall. Now watch. If I go and do the incorrect hip and shoulder action this way, I can never get this thing down to the ground. If I did, it would be way in front and to the left. So you can see how it's not going to meet the ground correctly. If I come over the top like this, I'll never be able to reach the ground. So this can give you a feel for not coming over the top. Another one is standing up early, extending, getting very tall at impact. Let's say that we're in perfect shape to the top of the swing, just like this. But then we're going to kind of hump it early this way. Now look, number one, I can't rotate enough to get the stick down to the tee. I'm short by about 3-4 feet. But secondly, I can't reach the ground either because I'm too tall. How am I going to get this? The only way maybe I can get this thing to the ground if I hump it this way is do this. And this is where, if you're humping it, this is the type of swing where you're really stuck. No rotation, way too much tilt, but at least I could get the stick down to the ground by giving myself more side tilt. That'll get your arm stuck way behind you. You're going to be swinging out extremely stuck. Now, of course, you've seen the over the top, which never touches, but you could also be too shallow. You could be under the bottom, you might say. So let's say that I turn too flat. Not a lot of rotation, but I haven't got enough tilt. Even though I'm maintaining some bow, my shoulders are too flat to touch the ground. And now I'm going to go into the natural downswing fit for this backswing. Turning too flat often leads to tilting too much on the downswing. And here we're back into this mode again, where I'm hitting the ground way back here. I'm way off plane with my shoulders, and what do you think the arms are going to do? They're just going to follow the torso. Unless you did something super wacky, like if you were to, say, lift the club in a huge arm circle to come steeply over the top to get the arms back in front of you again. So really you can identify some of these super common problems that you might have. And of course, feel how much do I need to bend at the hips. If I'm too tall to begin with, doesn't matter how I turn, I can't get down to the ground on either side. Of course, that's going to affect what your arms and the club do. It's not going to be as effective. So closer you can get to this wheel, bowing and having a blend of tilt and turn, get that shoulder right there, you're in good shape. And now come on around and put the other one down right behind the tee, and we'll have a really good turn of the torso on a really good axis, as Mike Austin used to say. So if you want to go to the hardware store, I got this for about $2, I think. Really cheap training aid for you to go out and feel what it feels like to swing the shoulders and the hips on the right wheel, the right tilt and turn combination, the right forward bow combination, the right side tilt amount. But if not, you can still use these examples to kind of diagnose, hey, what do I look like and what would I have to feel in order to do something the opposite? Just as an example, if I'm that guy who's way over the top this way, I might work this thing and practice coming in and touching the ground maybe a foot behind. This will really foster a path into the ball that's more inside to out and shallow, as opposed to this one. And of course, if you're same thing, if you're too shallow, your path is too far to the right, you're pushing it, you're hooking it a lot, pull hooking it a lot, you might just practice touching normal. And then if I had to keep my left shoulder down a little bit longer, I can force this end of the stick to touch just in front of the tee. And that might be what I need to feel in order to get my wheel right back on the correct axis again. Hey, if you have any questions about the tilting and turning of the torso and the hips and the forward bow, or you just want to see me use this to go run up and see if I can pole vault over something, leave it down in the comments. Would you please also hit the like button and turn on your notifications to push this video out and help me push the YouTube algorithm just a little bit. I'm Steve. Head over to my website, hititlonger.com, and as usual, I'll either see you in the next video or I'll see you longer and straighter down the fairway. Everybody take good care.